All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Q&A live stream number 84. It is approximately 5:04 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Sunday, November 8th, 2020. We're just about less than 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving, and of course, we're getting very close to the end of Lord & Taylor's liquidation sales. So I have not yet gotten to the final location. I'm going to try and go on for Friday, I believe, because I'm hearing rumors about possibly Sears closing some more stores. So I got to plan accordingly with my schedule. So stay tuned for more videos regarding some future Sears closures. Hello, Dylan D. Jesus. How are you? Hello, Elevators of Steel City by Otis, Elevator Fan 102. How are you? So I hope everybody's doing real well this evening. A couple of things. I don't want to get into the first thing because I don't want to make this a political channel, but I will get into the second thing though. The host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek, unfortunately passed away this morning. Very sad loss and very devastating too. It always was. It was. I'm going to miss the tradition of watching Alex Trebek on Jeopardy, and it will never be recorded again live, which is just an absolute shame. I mean, look, we can all admit 2020 has been one hell of a year, with celebrities dying, department stores going out of business, certain department store chains closing. So, yeah, but it's a shame. So, hi, Scott. How are you, man? A Walmart in Princeton, New Jersey closed. Yeah, I know about that one. That closed on my 20th birthday. Probably the one good thing that happened on my birthday this year. But I bet it was an underperforming one. And plus, with Sam's Club not really in that shopping center anymore, what was the point for Walmart to even stay? Plus, down the road, you had the Costco, which I think now Costco is going to kill that whole center. And I believe they're going to kill the Quaker Bridge Mall this coming Thursday and Friday for grading. Yeah, well, but the deaths aren't going up. Yeah, there's more cases, but the deaths aren't going up. So, I mean, we'll see. Sorry, I accidentally force quit the stream, which I did not mean to do. Yes, I know Alex Trebek passed away. Very sad loss this morning. Iconic individual who was the host of Jeopardy, and it was never really a controversial show, which I think honestly made the show very unique out of all the shows that are on TV. So it's really sad. I think he was a great host of Jeopardy, and it's a real shame that he is no longer here on Earth. But his spirit lives on, and his legacy of all the recorded shows that he did for the past 40 years that he's been on Jeopardy still live on reruns and different episodes. But it is a shame that Alex Trebek will never be hosting another Jeopardy episode ever again. It's really sad for me to be saying that those exact words and this exact statement. But like I said, 2020 has been one hell of a year. I'm sure for you guys, for me, it's certainly been a toll. You know, remote learning. Pretty much, the last time I had an in-person class was March 6th, and that was literally before the tsunami with this virus hit. So. But yeah. But see, this is what I'm saying. Yes, the cases are going up, but the deaths aren't going up. Now someone could also back me up on that and say, listen, it takes a couple of weeks. But the thing is, what makes this wave different from the first wave? The first wave, we did not know what the heck to do. And of course, my opinion on the shutdown is it should have been for 30 days. But of course, as everybody knows, that didn't happen. And this thing was dragged on and on. Yeah, I mean, I was finally did make it back to a department store. Like I wasn't at one through April and May. Um, and June I finally got back to one, but I wasn't there for April and May pretty much because everything was closed. Uh, Hi Scott, how are you, man? H&M is closing 250 stores. Not surprising, they do a lot of online business. Yeah, we had cash hikes in New Jersey too, but with good reasoning. It's going to invest a lot in our infrastructure and public transportation, which is very important for the infrastructure of our state and the economy. Um, but anyways, give me 1 second, guys. Hi, Mohammed Sanapum. Happy to say COVID-19 is not going away, and he said that to me for the past few months. Hello, Mohammed Sonic Boom. Right now, I'm going to. I get what you're trying to say, Ultra Eric, but here's the thing. I don't want to make up anything right now, and I would rather not get political here. This isn't the platform or the place to speak about political opinions. So for now, I'm not going to be talking about that topic, but thank you for sharing that information. Into the former Bed Bath & Beyond. They probably got a sweetheart deal on the lease. I'm sure that's why. Which Sears is closing? So right now, according to the post on jobs.sears.com, there's about 3 stores that are closing. Again, this is most likely going to be updated. Yeah, urgently hiring. So right now, Glenburn, Maryland, Concord, North Carolina, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Those are the ones that are closing right now in Sears, but they could add more down the road, of course. No, it's not Willow Grove Park. That one's not closing right now. There's one in New York that is closing, I believe, but right now the only ones I know are Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Concord, North Carolina, and the one in Maryland. Those are the only 3 right now that are officially confirmed on Transform Holdco's website, which is via jobs.sears.com. So hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, no, I don't believe so. There's one in Concord, Myrtle Beach, and Glen something, Maryland. Those are the ones that are closing. Could be. Yes, the Sears is closing at the Coastal Grand Mall. Whoever said Coastal Grand Mall, you're correct. That Sears is expected to be closing. And from the looks of it, I don't know exactly where it is. In the mall, or the area also may have been redeveloped. That happens too. I'm actually taking a look right now. J.C. Penney, Belk. Oh, yeah, I think it is. It looks like it's a two-floor store. Yeah, it looks like it's either a two-floor store or a three-floor store. I'm not exactly sure the number of floors, but it could very well be your standard two-floor one. Yeah, it is the Coastal Grand Mall. Hi, Chris. Guess what? I went to the Lord and Taylor Bridgewater. I was able to get the final ride like you did. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I got to get to the only one that's left that I have to get to is downtown Westfield, and I'm gonna have to plan that out. Unfortunately, probably gonna go on Friday, most likely. Ugh, just another long train ride, unfortunately. But what can you do? Is Coastal Grand Mall in deep trouble? No, because it has a Bed Bath and Beyond, it has a Belk, it has a Dillard's. So them losing Sears is like an opportunity for that part to redevelop. So no, because it still has a Dillard's, it still has movie theaters which do well, still has a J.C. Penney, still has a Belk. No, if your mall loses like 3 to 4 acres, yeah, you're in deep crap. Like Freehold, that's an example of a mall. Livingston is in some deep crap. I think Livingston is probably the one that's in a lot of trouble. Macy's has got, I'm sorry, not Macy's. Sears closed at the height of the pandemic. Lord and Taylor's closing next month. Modell's closed. Yeah, so that mall's in some deep crap. The second most vulnerable mall in Jersey right now is Freehold. Sears on the lower level is gone. Nordstrom permanently closed, never reopened after the pandemic, but ran fixture liquidation sales for 10 days. Lord and Taylor's closing by December. So that mall, by the end of 2020, is only going to have a Macy's and a J.C. Penney. And a couple malls in Jersey are going to have that anchor layout. Quaker Bridge is going to have that by the end of 2020. Rockaway is going to have that by the end of 2020. It's sad. It's very sad. It's jobs. Unfortunately, the only silver lining in this is the fact that Lord and Taylor will continue as an online only, but it's bad because retail workers are getting laid off. So I don't know. Is Hamilton Mall worse than Livingston Mall? That is very debatable. That is very debatable, actually. But it still has a Forever 21. It still has an H&M. And the thing is, that's the only enclosed mall in Atlantic County. So there'll be a need for that mall in that area, because that's like the only enclosed structure within maybe more than 40 miles. So that mall is okay. It's not in a great position, but it's okay. Livingston is in deep crap because that mall is very close to the mall at Short Hills. And I think what the plan for this year, if for some reason COVID didn't happen, is Simon was going to literally dump Livingston and just focus on Short Hills, which is I think what they were hoping for. But thanks to the pandemic, that's the one good thing that came out of this pandemic, was when the Simon and Taubman merger was canceled. And honestly, I was jumping for joy. I'm like, wow, Simon is not going to be owning the mall at Short Hills now because of the global pandemic. So that was something good that came out of the merger. And another merger that was supposed to happen was the Stop and Shop and King Cullen merger, but thanks to the global pandemic, that didn't happen. Although it would have made sense. I mean, they were two essential retailers that never really had to close during the pandemic. But anyways, I'll be back in a second, guys.